lang kayo. Thank you guys. We love you.
Sobrang relatable talaga ng Liz Ken. Okay. Sino ang gustong unang magtanong sa ating Liz Ken or kay Direk Tonet? Okay. Sige po. May mic ba tayo pwedeng ibigay? Or okay, here na lang tayo. State your name, affiliation, and kung kanino po yung question.
Hello po, Mami Jo. I'm Jo Monsaldato. Siguro my question goes to Direk Tonet. Saan po galing yung storya? Bakit Talong University?
Saan galing yung story? First, ano siya eh, parang because I'm from UP, parang it's like my love letter to my college years. So, I made the character an scholar ng bayan. Tapos, gusto ko kasi yung character ni Raph will be a doctor in the future. And since UST is known for medicine, for their College of Medicine, ginawa kong UST siya. Para din may travel from UST, from Espanya to Diliman, and Diliman to Espanya.
And the iconic bench, it wasn't intentional that it was that bench instead of the benches in Lagoon. Marami din naman pong spots in UP na.
Sa Lagoon, hindi, walang benches sa Lagoon, pero yung particular bench na yon sa UP, kasi kita mo yung buong sunken garden from that bench. So, tapos maganda yung puno. So, yun yung pinili kong bench. Pero any bench naman around sunken garden, maraming story. Tsaka I think every UP student may kwento na involved ang bench sa UP.
And for this year, for Light Soberano, did you also aim to be one of the UPs, one of a UP scholar din or din in UP? Or everything?
Actually, to be honest, no, hindi ako, I never dreamt of being a UP student because I'm not as smart as them. Not as smart as you, Direk. Yan, parang wala, nakaka-insecure lang. Yeah, no, really, when I was applying sa mga, different colleges, parang nakaka-intimidate kasi. So, I applied sa UST, sa LaSalle. Feeling ko mas bagay yung brain ko doon. Mas kaya ko yung exams.
Ako naman po, when I was young, I kind of wanted to be a doctor. Because kinukwento lagi ni Mama na her father, my lola, was a doctor. He was a dean of the Cebu Medical Institute. So, medyo mataas yun. Ang problema, hindi ko lang talaga kaya yung dugo. So, doon pa lang, hindi ko na kaya. So, yeah.
Thank you, Mami Jo. Sino po ang gusto magtanong? Okay.
My correction from Manual to Life. Tanong ko lang kay Liz Ken. Di ba nagkaroon kayo ng tour sa mga universities? So, paki-explain ko bakit, ano yung experience going around UBEL at saka paano kayo nag-interact with the actual students?
It was my first time going around dun sa ibang universities. I've been to USC before. Yeah, first I was just really nervous na, kung paano ba yung reaction nila sa amin. But everybody was so nice. And they're also shocked as we were. So it kind of felt good. Sabi ko, I felt like Santa Claus, but like Valentine's, kind of like Cupid. So, yeah.
It was really fun going around and seeing yung reactions ng mga tao. Kasi, when they saw us, automatic, ang sinasabi nila sa amin, ang ganda ng teaser ng Alone Together. So, kahit hindi pa namin binibigay yung roses, kasi sa roses namin nakalagay, Dear Valentine's Day, parang yun na agad yung bungad nila sa amin. So, alam namin na may impact agad sa kanila yung teaser namin and nakakataba po ng puso.
Tsaka yung iba dun, parang wala akong boyfriend, wala akong Valentine. At least they still get a rose. So, yeah, everybody's winning.
Direct na naman. In making this story, naisip mo na rin ba yung mga songs na yung magiging part nito? Or was it, nabuo lang siya in the process?
Tuwing magsusulat ako, mayroon ako laging playlist ng mga kanta. Not necessarily dahil gusto ko siyang gamitin sa movie, pero pang gawa lang ng mood. So, yung nasa playlist ko, yung mga pinapakinggan ko nung college ako. So, Razorheads, Vermaya, Broccoli Edgar, Sugar Free. So, kaya very happy ako na yung naging theme song was 214 na isa sa mga paborito kong kanta from my college years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jerry Olea from Pep. Direct. Kumusta yung pakikatrabaho mo kina Liza at saka Enrique? Lalo pag nag-shoot kayo sa New York.
Super happy from the start pa lang. Natuwa ako sa dedication nila sa immersions kasi nag-immersions kami, nag-interviews kami with the doctors, UB students, art studies majors, tapos nagpunta si Ken sa PGH tsaka sa East Ave. Tapos si Liza, sumakay siya ng ikot. So parang even before kami nag-start ng shooting, na ako sa kanila, natuwa ako na binigyan nila ng time na i-develop yung characters nila. Tapos kahit dun sa mga acting workshops namin, para ma-familiarize sila sa characters nila. Even yung acting coach nila, si Jay Cruz, he was very impressed with Ken and Liza kasi ayun, very smart actors sila talaga and very vocal kung ano yung nararamdaman nila sa eksena. So super happy ako.
Parang napaka-smooth ng shooting ninyo direct. Kahit kung nag-New York kayo. Kumusta sila ron?
Yung New York namin was very fast. So, naging maganda yung shooting sa New York kasi we made it a point na mag-rehearsal kami before we left. So, lahat ng kinunan namin, na-rehearse na namin dito sa Manila. So, parang ang naging kalaban na lang namin yung weather kasi pagdating namin doon, umuulan and very malamig. So,
Okay, kay Enrique at Liza. And may kwento mo last September sa Peña Pride na mga 3 or 4 projects ang present sa inyo. Bakit ito yung napili ninyo?
Well, when we were reading the script sa phones namin, hindi pa nga kompleto yun eh. So when I was reading it lang, parang, teka lang, ano nangyari sa dulo? Parang nabitin ako. So I started to call them, may ending na ba ito? Wala pa daw. So just that feeling, you know, parang for me to ask and go out of my way to ask and really played a big role. And I really like the story. It's different. It gives you hope kasi. So, you know, sa ending. So, it's hard to explain. Basta when I read it, I felt it. I liked it.
Ibang-iba ba ito sa mga nagawa niyong projects before?
Well, based on maturity sa mga characters po namin, sa course ng movie, yes. Yeah. It's really different.
Kay Liza. Bakit?
Liza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ito napili mo. Napili mo.
Well, lahat naman po ng in-offer or pinitch po sa amin, lahat magaganda po yung kwento. But particularly with this story, I guess it was how it made like my heart race. Wow. It made, no really, I'm not lying. It really made my heart race when I was reading it. So like, for me to like work up all that excitement, sayang naman if I don't do the project. So that's why we chose Spoliarium at first, but now it's Alone Together. Yan po.
Sabi na nga ng manager mo si OG Diaz, mas nakikilala ang isang tao pag nakakasama mo na matagal-tagal sa abroad. Natuwa siya, ang bait-bait ng araw doon. Na,
Ganun po.
Ano yung mga na-discover pa rin ni Gwen sa isa't isa nung nag-New York kayo? Kumbaga na-convince nga si Ogie na mahilig daw talaga kayo sa aso.
Actually, wala kaming bagong like na-discover sa isa't isa. I guess kasi parang 6 years na rin kaming makakilala. I mean, magkatrabaho. So, parang it's hard to like really pinpoint kung ano yung mga bagong discoveries sa isa't hello? Pero po, yeah, mahilig talaga kami sa aso. Ang na-discover ko kay Tito Ogie, kasi siya yung first time ko lang makasama sa ibang bansa. Ano siya, kuripot, tapos... hindi, generous siya. Generous po si Tito Ogie, as in like yung makeup artist ko, tsaka yung isang hatter na kasama namin, nagbibigay pa siya ng, alam mo yung parang pangkain or like pang pasyal. So, even to me, kapag nag-a-abroad ako, like for my birthday trips, nagbibigay talaga siya sa akin ng gift pang shopping ko or kung ano man.
Sabi ni OG, parang nasanay ka na raw sa New York. Alam mo yung mga convenience store. Is it one of your favorite cities, New York?
Yes, it's one of my favorite cities. Nag-vacation po. Actually, nag-ASAP po kami doon before, tapos nag-extend lang po kami. So that's why medyo familiar na rin po ako.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We have a question over there.
Correct. May baka na question yung editor namin from ABS-CBN Lifestyle. Hi. Magandang question niya from Mr. Barry Vidor. So most UP students are known to have big revolutionary dreams, with them wanting to change the system. It's the same case with Liza's character, diba? Who graduates art studies seeking to be a museum director, and then she changes careers along the way as a corporate professional. So maybe you have a symbolism behind this, and as you can you also narrate your own experience as once a UP student, and how did this journey influence your storytelling with this film?
Habang sinusulat ko kasi yung kwento, parang binalikan ko yung time ko as a student, as a college student, na feeling ko pinagdadaanan ng halos lahat naman in college, na when you're in college, you feel like you can change the world. Parang you're invincible when you graduate. Papalitan ko yung sistema, hindi ako papalamon sa sistema, gagawin ko yung tama, ganun. But we find that college grads, fresh grads, become disillusioned when they face the real world. So yun yung tinatakal ng movie. They are in that period of their lives na bumabalik-balik sila sa time na when they were in college. Not just UP, but college in general. Na ibang-iba ka nung college ka sa kung ano ka na ngayon. Ibang-iba yung kung sino yung taong pinangarap mong maging dun sa taong naging ikaw.
So paano mo ma-relate din sa pag-change or pag-evolve ng storytelling mo from like your first movie to this movie?
My first few movies, my first movie was an independent film, a mockumentary. Tapos yung mga next film ko were love stories, may comedy. But before, nung kaka-start ko pa lang, I would make movies na gusto ko siyang gawin, kasi gusto kong gawin yung kwento na yun. Parang it was more being self-expression or being selfish in a sense. Pero this is my 10th movie, and parang through the course of the 10 years, parang medyo na-realize ko na cinema is a powerful medium, na I was given this chance to tell a story. So I was given a chance to tell love stories before, and now I want to make a story, na love story, na more than just a love story, na yon, to take that challenge na they will watch a movie and spend 250 pesos, not just, and come out of the theater kilig and happy and umiyak or nasaktan, but also something more than that, those feelings also.
And for Liza and Enrique.
Yes, sir.
So ano yung, I guess you've also had your share of disillusionment sa pagdating sa, well, I guess dito hindi from school, from your career na lang, so you can relate it to your own personal careers. How can you relate yung experience, personal experiences niyo to the experiences of your character in the film?
Well, at first, I really didn't want to be an artista. When my dad would ask me before, I really loved basketball, so sabi ko, I really wanted to play basketball. But sabi, Ken, walang course para sa basketball. So, I was heartbroken. But yeah, I mean, I became an artista, and I love my job. And if I didn't really get into this industry, I wouldn't really know how beautiful and how amazing this job is. So, both ways, eh. And kind naman to my character sa movie, I really haven't experienced much like Raph. One thing, I didn't finish college. I only went for one sem. But I have this best friend, which his name is Raph, and he already saw the first interview. Sinabi ko na whatever yung pinagdadaanan ni Raph dito sa story na to, Sabi ko, it's exactly like him. Pati yung pangalan, draft din. So sabi, bro, nung binabasa yung si bro, ikaw to. So, doon ako nakarelate sa mga kwento niya sa akin. Yeah.
Ako naman po, I didn't want to be an artista also. No, I was really shy before. Tapos parang hindi ko lang nakikita yung sarili ko in this line of business. I wanted to be I wanted to be a lawyer for for some time, but I always knew I wanted to work with people. That's all I knew. But now I want to be a psychologist. Pero right now I'm an artista, but I'm also studying on the side. So parang when the time comes, I want to like fully focus on being a psychologist maybe, or write some books about it. I don't know, something like that. In line with Christine naman, parang I think I can relate to her a bit because there are dreams that I have na hanggang ngayon hindi ko pa rin natutupad. But I'm still working on it because I'm not dead yet, so may chance pa ako.
Thank you.